Hello YouTube. So recently, a friend of mine posted this photo on Facebook of his dad when his dad was younger. I believe it was his dad's birthday. So he posted this photo, and a lot of his family and relatives responded, saying how making comments on the photos. And I decided to leave him a message, asking him if he's interested in having me colorize this black and white, or colorless. It's not quite black and white, but this photo into full color. And right away his family members and himself were showing interest, saying that would be awesome. And so I had him made a scan on the photo. It's not the best scan, and it's got some blemish all over the photo, but I already have in mind how I'm gonna go, um, repairing the photo as well as colorizing the entire image. So here we go. First, I'm gonna turn the photo to black and white, and then from here on, I'm gonna basically um, color in each color, one at a time, using the hue and saturation. Make sure you have colorize checked, and you just want to move this around until you get like a um, close to this. I'm gonna start with the face, the skin tone, because that's one key part of the this colorization. Everything else, I mean, not everything else, but the color of the clothes, the shirt, and the background, everything doesn't have to be a certain color, but skin tone, you you want to get it as close as you could. So I'm gonna start off with something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect for now. So here's the before and after, because I'll show you it. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be perfect just yet. You can totally fine tune the image, the color on each layer, later on. So I'm gonna invert the mask. Um, so I'm gonna color in just the face area. I don't need this to be too feather out, so the hardness can be dialed up slightly. Just want to go around, the skin area. Again, doesn't have to be super precise, because we're doing it in a mask layer. I'm doing it this with a stylus pen, so it makes it easier. Okay, I just want to zoom in, to get more precise adjustment. Okay, and on some areas I go over intentionally, or not intentionally, but not too concerned about going over. Oh, don't want right. So I'm gonna press X, and I'm just gonna switch between the layer, the color for secondaries, primary. So painting it in black will basically erase what I don't want to show. So see all this wrinkle, with the paint with the image pretty much damaged. I figured I don't know if I should repair it up front or should I repair it after. But in this case, I already got started, so I'm I guess I'll fix it later. I think it's a better option anyways. So here again, I'm gonna zoom in. The eyes are not gonna be brown in this case, or in any case. Um, However, it shouldn't be true white or true gray as well. It's just gonna look weird if it is. But I'm just gonna make them not brown for now, and I'll come back later and perhaps add some reddish, yellowish to the white. So like this area should be like slightly red, and as well as the pupil should be, I don't know, maybe like a brown color or something. Again, oops. The lip should be somewhat of a dark red, so I'll work on that later. For now, I'm just gonna make them black and white or gray. May not be necessary. The new color should go right on top of it anyway, so again, I'm switching back and forth, so oops. Just kind of go over, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so looks a little weird right now, but here's the before. We're just focus on the skin right now and the after. Okay, the brown actually looks pretty spot on, I guess. So now I'm gonna work on the lip. Maybe like a brownish red, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I can come back and fine tune it later. Again, I'm gonna do invert, Control I. There you go, and zoom in. So I'm gonna use my brush tool. I'm gonna paint white into the lip, like so. I find that on the second layer, you when you go over it, it doesn't quite the color doesn't go too strong onto the non gray area. So it gives you a little room in case you paint slightly over. See, you can't tell too much on a already colored background. So here we go. Already I can tell that this is a little too saturated red. So yeah. So like I said, I can double click on here and hide this, desaturate. No, desaturate doesn't do. Something like that, maybe. More desaturated, maybe. That looks not too bad, I guess. Okay, and let's see. can work on the eye. Right here it looks a little weird. It something was on top of the photo itself, like a water drop or something. I can probably clone that later on, but for now I want to focus on colorizing the photo. So the next big item would be the shirt, I guess. I can work on the eye, the background, or the shirt. I'll start with the shirt. The shirt. So my friend did tell me that his dad. This photo was taken right when he was during his time when he was in the Navy. So I did ask him what particular color he would prefer for his shirt. So I don't think I should mess with this one. So navy-ish blue is what we're after right now. Okay, Control I, invert, and let's change my brush size slightly bigger, or even bigger. Okay, that's a little too blue. I'll go back and make it darker. Okay. Okay. Like that. Okay, and invert the color. Going with black this time. Gonna zoom in. Painting any area that is not the shirt. Have yet decide on what color background of the photo. Not a bad idea to leave it white, but and sometimes when I choose the color, especially their clothes, in this case, I know he's in the Navy, so the uniform navy dark blue would work just fine. But other case, I considered, what, what how old the image is. I would probably imagine, people in the 60s or 50s, they probably wouldn't be wearing some really bright color, or even if the photo is colorized, I would imagine the color quality, I would just make it a little desaturated, or some not so bright color, so it actually looks like it really was, like it looks like an old photo, but black and white, or colored. Okay, just gonna clean these up. Okay, let's see, almost missed this spot here. Okay, there you go. Oh, little details. That's the button. No blue buttons. Okay. There you go. There's a blue shirt. I don't like the blue, so let's see. Something like that. Little desaturated. Little dark. Maybe a little more saturated. Like that. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, and feel like I'm missing the spot right here. Let's go back here. Paint in white. See, nope. Guess that's just the color. This shirt I might make it slightly yellow. So it's not so pure white looking. So for the eye, let's go with something like that, like the regional. Probably less, something like that. Okay. What did I do? Invert and zoom really in. Small brush size for sure. Painting white. Okay. I don't know. Okay, something like that. Okay. Something like that. Which layer is the red here? I might just turn. No, doesn't work like that. Put this on top maybe. Oh, here you go. So add a little bit of red just here. Right. How's that looking? Not bad. Don't like the yellow. This layer. So either go lighter with the yellow, or change it to something maybe near red, something like that. That looks too bad. Not bad. I mean, now the pupil color. Let's see. Another layer. Like I said, you just have to do each color, one at a time. Again, I'm gonna go with brown. Control I and zoom in. Okay, something like that. Of course, can always go back and take out some. Actually, no, I like it full, I guess. But gonna turn down the opacity like that. So just a little bit detail. Okay, that looks pretty good. For now, I do also want to clean up everything, including the entire this background area here right now. It's barely covering the it's barely framed within his hair. I'm gonna expand the entire image larger. I'm gonna also try to give him his other side of the shoulder. Not sure if I can pull that off, but actually let me work on the shirt inside as well. Something like that. I'm using something near that brown color a lot, because old image look, anything white looking would look like it makes more sense and blend in better if it's not true white. If it's true white, it just look too good to be true, kind of, if you know what I mean. Okay, okay, clean this up too. Paint. Okay, there you go. A little too yellow, so turn slightly lower. Just minor, you see. Little changes, but it makes it a big difference. I also noticed the blue got a little into or onto the the background here, a little sloppy. But hey, there you go. Alright, so here's the before, or not really before, but after I made it black and white, and there's the after. In fact, here's the before, after. Actually, the hair should get some color too. Let's work on the hair. Again, a little bit brown. That should do. Invert. Probably just a little bit on these area, like right here. And I'm definitely gonna go back and turn the opacity lower. Anything you do too much, overdone, is not good. Okay. Just want to make sure I missed some spot. Control or Alt click, you could see what exactly you paint into. Looks like I went over a little bit here. Okay, something like that. So now turn my opacity lower, just slightly. Like I said, anything looks too gray or white, it's just weird. So here's the before, here's the after. Okay. That, I think I'm gonna stop this video right here. So this video is mainly focused on colorizing. I will make a new video on how I go about cleaning all these blemish on the original scan photo. Okay, once again, here's the before and after. If you like this video, please click like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It'll help me a lot. And feel free to comment below any suggestion, anything I possibly could done better. And until then, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.